When I am dead, wrap the mantle of the red, the black and the green around me. For in the new life I shall rise up with God's grace and blessing to lead the millions of the heights and the triumph that you well know. Look for me in a world when there's a storm. Look for me all around you. For with God's grace, I shall come back with countless millions of black men and women who have died in America, those who have died in the West Indies, and those who have died in Africa to aid you in the fight for liberty, freedom, and life.
Sunday the 17th of September, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom and on YouTube for the official relaunch of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, priestisaacinstitute.com. Our website has been upgraded and has been made more easily accessible to you. On priestisaacinstitute.com, you will find all that you need for your holistic growth. We offer certified courses in ancient astronomy and ancient archaeoastronomy, as well as our international homeschool program for children of all ages. At priestisaacinstitute.com, we not only offer our books, video documentaries, and webinars, we also have available food preparation courses and cooking classes in the field of raw foods as well as vital plant-based cuisines. Do you shop online for your nuts, grains, etc.? We have that too. Get all your necessities from your agave, honey, spices, all your nuts, and so on. Now don't forget our online clothing labeled with our icons. You can get your sweaters, t-shirts, even hoodies. The Tiger's Nest. And speaking of the Tiger's Nest, Radio Anu International, 24-hour internet radio, giving you positive, conscious information and inspiration throughout the day. Again, on the 17th of September 2023, mark the date, from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom or on the Priest Isaac's YouTube channel for the official relaunch of priestisaacinstitute.com. Zoom VIPs will receive a special gift. To get your Zoom link, go to the website priestisaacinstitute.com or email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. 17th of September. Be there.
Oh, yes, blessed love to each and every one. Thanks for your presence with us. Of course, you know, we glorify the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I, in all our doings and all our sayings. We definitely welcome you into the zone, definitely welcome you into the Tiger's Nest. Radio Anu exclusive, and also at this moment, we're busting through Radio Anu TV, talking about telling you truth through vision. No Radio Anu television here. We're not telling no lies, we're telling you truth through the vision. And of course, Radio Anu International, we're talking about the international flavor, the universal spice, priestisaacinstitute.com. Family, give thanks for your presence with us. Of course, again, the Tiger's Nest, a program that comes to you on Radio Anu every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 p.m. sharp. Give thanks for all the faithful ones. Give thanks for all the subscribers that definitely stay close. And listen to me, if you are not a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest radio program, it is a very simple thing to do. Just email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com, and let us know that you'd like to get on board to be a part of the subscription team, and you'll never miss another episode again of the Tiger's Nest, the radio program. We email it to you every day and you get it in your inbox. That's what I'm telling you. All right, give thanks. You email me and say, hey, brother, I would like to be a part of that. And I'll tell you what, must be done. Family, we have a wonderful sit down for you at this moment. We're going to continue the realms of the heavens. We're going to continue to highlight the launching of our natal chart reading document, our ancient astronomical natal chart reading document. Of course, remember, we're talking about Sunday, the 17th of September, the official relaunch of the website, the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, the official relaunch. So many things to touch upon that day, but the main event is myself literally launching and presenting to the populace my natal chart, or my ancient astronomical natal chart reading document. Family, is going to be a wonderful sit down. Remember, contact me to get your Zoom link for those of you who desire to be in the Zoom VIP. You don't have to, you could just watch it on the YouTube channel, on radio and on TV. It is just up to you. But for sure, as I said, family, there will be special offers for everyone on that day, but some special offers for those who will be in the Zoom link. In fact, those who will be in the Zoom link will naturally get a free gift. I don't know what is there to lose. You ain't got to pay to come in the Zoom link, You just email us and let us know that you like your Zoom link for Sunday, or you visit the website. The link is in the description below for those on radio and on TV, and that will take you straight to the website, and of course all things will take care of itself from there. Now, I want to begin in a specific way, because as I said, what I want to do this evening is to take some time, not too much time, to give you an idea of how an individual can read their signs and the position of stars, etc. Not to identify them. I think we would have done several programs on how to identify exactly what is where. But now I want to even highlight how it is done, as far as doing it in the way that the ancients would. But before I go there, I want to begin by touching a few words of scripture. Let me begin with Psalms 147. And this is really for the naysayers, I must say, especially those naysayers that like to somehow lean to the scriptures, and for whatever reason they seem to know all the chapter and verses that speak about stargazers and all of this stuff and idolatry, etc., etc. So I said, let me just take them to school for a moment before we continue, so we can cut and clear. Listen to this. This is Psalms 47. And the psalmist says here, interestingly, of the Lord, he healeth the broken in heart, and bindeth up their wounds. This is the Lord that does that. He is a doctor. He telleth the number of the stars. He calleth them all by their names. Who we talking about here? The Lord. Who? God? Yeah. God knoweth the number of the stars? Yeah. And he calleth them by name. Man, you don't read it there. Psalms 147. God is a stargazer then. Psalms 19 says, the heavens declare the glory of God. What's the heavens? Hold on, let me complete this sentence here. And the firmament showeth his handiwork. We have been saying this, I think, for decades now. What's the heavens? Not heaven, The heavens, that which is above you. The stars, the sun, the moon, the planets, and not just twinkle, twinkle, little ball, but the mathematical understanding of, the calculation of the astronomical clock. That is what this is talking about. The heavens declare the glory of God. The Lord knoweth all the stars. He knoweth the number So he can tell you how many stars are there. And listen to this. Stars are supernova all the time. Meaning stars are exploding all the time. And it's a process to explode too. And stars are being formed, and that's a process too. They don't just drop out of nowhere. And it's a lengthy process. So just like the population of the world, you could say 8 billion people. But if you look at some of these population charts that they have on the internet, you just see the number moving. Yes, the 8 billion is intact. If it's 8 billion, 500 and something million, whatever, that part may be intact. But the more you go deeper into the number, the last 2 digits, you just see them moving. Why? Because people are dying and people are being born. People are dying, people are being born. 3 die, 2 born. 2 die, 3 born. And it's just happening all over the world. So that number is continually changing. It's the same thing with the stars. But he know the number of the stars. Not no approximate number, the man. He know the exact number of the stars because he knows them all by their names. That's interesting. God calls stars by their names. He doesn't say, well, these are just balls up there. That is Regulus, and that is Betelgeuse, and that is Rigel, and that is Sirius. He called them by their names. The book of Job, chapter 38, and Job is considered by many historians specifically as the oldest book of the Bible. Not the oldest book in the Bible in the sense that, like one may say, no, Genesis is first. Genesis speaks of the creation. Job wasn't born yet. Yeah, but Genesis wasn't written while the creation was taking place. It's centuries or however long after the creation when somebody decided to write the creation story. What you're talking about. Job, according to many historians, is considered to be the oldest of the books that have been put into the known Bible, if you comprehend what I'm saying. Good. So the book of Job 38, verse 31 says, "Canst thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion, or Orion, which is Samu?" Verse 33 and verse 32, pardon me, "Canst thou bring forth Mazaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? Knowest thou the ordinances of the heaven?" Now listen to me, family. All of these are stars here, constellations. Arcturus in the man. Arcturus, the arc is Arcturus, the brightest star in the northern hemisphere. And Arcturus, the arc is Arcturus, is the star in the constellation known as Bootes, which is the herdsman. We call him the herbsman, as he is sitting there in the northern sky with his pipe in his hand. He's considered the first constellation. Arcturus is one of the, if not the oldest known star in the heaven. That is astronomy, I'm telling you now. Those of you who are a part of our Ancient Astronomical Course, enough respect to you, first of all. Enough respect to you, because you would have invested in yourself. You don't just tag along and just listen to the nightly talk and yeah. You go and you get the courses and you sit down and you study. That's why you could clearly see now the Most High is highlighted after us. And in astronomy, after us, the arc is to us, is one of the oldest known stars. And this is why in ancient astronomy, Bootes, which is the constellation which Arcturus is a part of, is considered the oldest or the first constellation. The man with the turban on his head, sipping a pipe in the northern heavens, just across from Hercules, who's ready to slow the serpent that is in the hand of Ophiuchus, the serpent holder. The heavens declare the glory. Psalms 19 just said that. He called it them all by their names, not just stars, even constellations. Can't thou bind the sweet influences of Pleiades? Who is Pleiades? These are the 7 sisters. Beautiful set of stars that you see in the horn of the bull, the Taurus, that's Pleiades, and loose the bands of Orion or Orion. The book of Amos, chapter 5. All of this is Bible. Eh? The book of Amos, chapter 5, the 8th verse. Seek him that maketh the 7 stars. Who maketh the 7 stars? And what 7 stars are you talking about? The 7 sisters. The 7 sisters. You know, there's a place in London they call the 7 sisters. 7 sisters is Pleiades and Orion. So my point is, family, nobody that consider themselves biblical can even nearly begin to run from it. That it is obvious that the biblical narrative that supports that action of the Lord and the Lord God and the heavenly host is directly connected to astronomy. That's not astrology now, astronomy. Man might say, well, you know, John never deal with that. King Emmanuel said, a man shall come amongst us that can read the stars. Now that's a very serious, very serious situation when you consider that. So I just decided to even prep the presentation this evening, because what I'm going to do, as you know, a few evenings ago on Radio Anu TV, we highlighted our, at least the beginning of our natal chart. I gave you a quick rundown of the introduction, and I highlighted a few planets. I think I highlighted Venus, Mars, the Sun, and the Moon. And for those of you who missed it, I'm just going to give a quick run through of it again. I won't be showing it on the stellar map, but what I will be doing now, I'm going to take a few of these heavenly objects, their location and their coordinates, the constellation that they are in, and show you why it's not my opinion or my interpretation, but just the natural value of these constellations and planets that gives the cosmic interpretation that I provide in my Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document, and yours as well for those of you who will be getting your copy of the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart. So what we are going to do, as I said, I'm just going to take a draw of the Chalwa here, and I'm sure you might even be doing the same. And then at the same time, what I want us to do is penetrate on this family in all ways of right and good. And I'm going to return and I'm going to show you exactly what it means for the sun to be in Sagittarius in the day that I was born. I'm going to explain it with clarity, and you will see why the Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading, not just because of meaning, but done by the ancients in the ancient way, is the way, you know, and really, truthfully, in opposition to the astrological stuff that has been trying to rear its head amongst I and I, the ancient people. All right, family, give thanks, life given, the keep of life. Let me light up the Chalwa. Take a listen to this. Blessed love, I am the Honorable Priest Isaac. I am an official priest within the realms of Rastafari of the Ethiopia-Africa Black International Congress. I also hold a certification in the craft of ARCHAEOASTRONOMY from Politecnico di Milano in Italy. Our universe and its maker
has always been an intriguing subject for humankind. Astronomy is the study of everything in the universe beyond the Earth's atmosphere. Ancient astronomy is similar, but pays special attention to the physical and spiritual values of stars, planets, moons, and other celestial objects. It also brings in the terrestrial component, being things on an earthly plane, such as plants, human organs, and connects them to the heavenly bodies. In this course, you will learn the makeup of various planets and stars, how to locate them in the night sky, along with their associated constellations. You will also be taught about the earliest civilizations known for their astronomical comprehension, namely Kush, also known as ancient Ethiopia, Kemet, called Egypt today, the Dogons, and the Bozos, as well as the civilization of Sumer. You will also learn about black holes, their nature and origin, as well as how the ancients viewed them. Ancient astronomy is the mother of archaeoastronomy and astrotheology. Both subject areas are covered by the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Sign up today. Visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com, for more information.
And yes, give thanks again for each and every one with us. And of course, again, you just contact us for more information, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com, or just go straight to the website and everything is right there, priestisaacinstitute.com. And of course, everything will be in order. Now, family, what I want to do, as I said, I want to bring to you well, again, for those of you who would have missed the preview that I did, I'm not going to go through the preview as such. I'm just going to give you maybe, let me read the introduction for you, and then give you an idea again of how some of the planets and the heavenly bodies would align during the time of my born day as such, and then give you a better understanding of exactly where we are. Okay, fair enough. Are you listening? Good. Now, again, the natal chart reading is a document. I know many of us, we hear about natal chart, and we see the astrologers with the circle and the zodiac belts and all of that, the zodiac constellations and their signs and all of that stuff. Now, the ancient astronomical natal chart reading is quite different, very much. And that is why, we brought this to life, resurrected it, I should say, from the ancients. We are from the ancient, I'm talking about myself. We are from the ancient. I'm just telling you. I'm not asking, not looking for an opinion or to say, boy, I believe you. We are from the ancient. So things that are from the ancient that would have been dormant, we brought them up, to life in them times. No need to be offended. You are from the ancient too. You understand? Some people vex when you tell them that. So, who do you think you are? What do you mean, who do I think I am? I just tell you who I am. I'm from the ancient. You understand? But before they check to see who they are, they vex with you because you know who you are. Well, they're going to be vexed with me forever because I'm telling you, I have clear understanding of who I am. Very clear. And you should be able to say the same, as bold as I say. But we waste time grudging people. We waste time being jealous of other people's accomplishment and their stride forward. We waste time trying to keep them down. Don't know you're keeping people down. You have to keep yourself down to keep people down there. Oh, you didn't know that. All right. So let me just read this for you for those who would have missed it. This is the ancient astronomical chart of the Honorable Priest Isaac. So your name, whoever, so if it is you and it's Norman Carty, that's the name that will go here. Somebody may be saying, but hey, that's my name. Hey, I just pulled it out of the sky. And so it will say, but for myself, this is the ancient astronomical natal chart reading document of the Honorable Priest Isaac. This chart reading will detail the apparent position of each planet, including Pluto, at the exact or approximate time of his birth. Now, in this case, it's the exact, because I know the time of my birth. Now, if you were to get the natal chart reading document, and let's just say you didn't know the exact time of your birth, that will be an approximate reading. I would have explained that. I'm not going to go into the depths of that tonight, but I would have explained that already. But of course, on Sunday when you come, the 17th of September, right on the YouTube channel, Radio Anu TV, for sure, and of course a special VIP for those who desire to come into Zoom. I will explain all of that in more detail for you. So again, this chart reading will detail the apparent position of each planet, including Pluto, at the exact or approximate time of his birth, the moment that he was born. This will include the planet's coordinates as well as the constellation that they were in. A digital photo will also be provided. All of that is going to be in the document, but you will see on Sunday. The natal chart reading will also provide an in-depth interpretation of the planetary positions. Good. So then you will have my date of birth. You have different sections here. You have the planetary positions, and then you have the astronomical interpretation. And of course, I will give my special observation, and that will be my personal special observation. So let me just run through this for you. So again, I think everyone knows by now. The date of birth in the brackets, born date, 2nd of January, 1976. Good. Time of birth, 10:23 a.m. Okay, good. So again, if you do not have your time, your natal chart reading document will be an approximate. It's not a precise, yet very concise and comprehensive, and on a very blank or broad level, precise as well. But because our natal chart reading is so directly precise, you know, the date and the year, yes, but the time will be very important to get it precise. Good. Now, sun, moon, and planetary positions. Sun location, which is the constellation, Sagittarius. So at the time I was born, the location of the sun, Sagittarius. That is key and prime. Then the the coordinates. Now, the coordinates, the right ascension for myself was 18 hours, 50 minutes, 39.26 seconds. That's the right ascension for the sun. Remember, right ascension and declination is like latitude and longitude. They're the coordinates. So that's where the sun was as it relates to its coordinates. 18 hours, 50 minutes, 39.26 seconds. And then now its declination was minus 22 degrees, some say hours, but 22 degrees, 55 minutes and 59.2 seconds. That is the exact coordinates. So whenever you came out of the womb, once you understand and know the time, you would get the exact coordinates, not just the constellation, but the exact coordinates. I mean, if you don't know the exact time, the constellation will remain the same, more than likely the day before and the day after as well. But the exact time will give you the exact coordinates, which I just gave to you. And then a photo will be shown. You'll see the photo on Sunday. Then the moon, the location of the moon, meaning its constellation, again, Sagittarius, because the moon and the sun were in the same constellation when I was born. Just a stone throw away from the new moon itself. So that's why they were in the same constellation, because it was the new moon time that I was born. So the coordinates of the moon on that day, or at that time, not even on that day. In fact, I'm glad I said it like that, because the moon now is the swiftest of the heavenly bodies, meaning it's apparent movement. When we say apparent, that means from where we are. Nothing's happening from where we are. From where we are, the sun is rising and the sun is setting. That's apparent. The moon is rising and setting, the same thing. The moon and the sun looks like if they're the same size. It just apparent. That's how it appears. Mars is going into retrograde, all of that kind of stuff. Them is what you call apparent movement. You know, when we speak of the light, the brightness, the magnitude of the star, that's apparent too, because it has to do with the distance of the star. It looks bright because it's close. So apparently it seems to be the brightest star in the sky, but it's one of the closest stars to us. So that's why it's so bright. You understand? So you need to comprehend what we're talking about when we say apparent. So the moon is one of the swiftest, apparently, heavenly bodies. So as I showed you, I think in just one or two videos ago, 12 hours after my birth or anyone's birth, the moon would have gone at least 2 hours as it relates to degrees in its movement across the heavens, you know, several degrees there across the heavens. So that means if you don't know the exact time you were born on a day, then you cannot get the exact reading for the moon, but you would get 2 readings. You would get where the moon would have been at the beginning of that day and where it would have been at the end of that day, and you would have been either one of the 2 locations or somewhere in between. And the moon has the ability to leave one constellation and enter into another constellation in 24 hours time, in 20 hours time, depending on how close it was to the end of one constellation. By the next day, it's in the other constellation. That's the moon. Or even before the day is done, it's already in the other constellation. That's the moon. So when you're not positive of your exact time, these things becomes approximate. You get me? Very good. So, but as it relates to me now, at the time of my birth, the time I was born, the exact 10:23, the coordinates of the moon, right ascension, 19 hours, 41 minutes, 6.46 seconds, or minus degrees, minus 17 degrees, 23 minutes, 0.05 or 5.9 seconds. And then Mercury, the location of Mercury, again, was between Capricorn and Sagittarius, and the coordinates was right ascension, 20 hours, 10 minutes, 10.79 seconds. And then you have declination minus 21 degrees, 49 minutes, 54.3 seconds. Then you have a photo of that. You have Venus, you have Mars, etc. But I won't be giving you all that right about now. Now, what I want to do, so you have Saturn, Uranus, I give you all the coordinates, and I will be showing you that in detail on Sunday. But then now, when it comes to the astronomical interpretation, it's a very simple thing. This is something that anyone can do if you understand how to maths. It's like addition, it's like subtraction. That's why even knowing if the sun was rising and setting when you were born is very important. If it was in the noonday, Neptune was in the noon sky when I was born. Neptune was right above my head, inside of the serpent holder when I was born. And you know, the serpent holder represents King Emmanuel, the tall man with the turban, holding the serpent, standing on Scorpio, when I was born in the center of the heavens, you know. But now, so when we observe the position of the sun, is the value. Now, what you're looking at here, this is really taken from the demonstration showing you the value of the sun and its connection to its signs or the planet, because each planet is connected specifically to a sign. So the sun, the moon, Mars, Mercury, they're all connected to a sign. So when you understand the sign and the heavenly body and you know their value, then you can start to make certain levels of interpretation. So the sun, as well as Leo, has to do with the ego, resilience, manifestation, self-love, and the body part is the heart. You comprehend. Then you have, for example, Jupiter, which is directly connected to the sign Pisces and Sagittarius, the fishes, or the fish, two fish, depending on your grammar, and Sagittarius, which is the archer, very good. Jupiter, which is considered the god of the planets. All of them, both constellations plus the planet, deals with vitality and joy, the spirit, longevity, and their body part represents the liver, you understand. And then you even have the moon, which is directly related to Kepara, or Cancer as they call it, the crab, directly deals with the pineal gland, but also deals with emotional issues, intuition, and mood. That's why you see it's directly connected even to the woman. And remember again, also, these planets also connect to specific foods, like the sun deals with almond, eyebright, rosemary, olive, cinnamon, can go on and on. What we are showing you here, for those who are looking at it on radio and on TV, these are just a few pages from our planet constellation and plants catalog. It's a catalog that shows you each, it's a catalog that we would have prepared that shows you each planet, as you can see, and the sign or constellation that it is associated with. And then it goes on to show you each planet, which obviously will connect to the sign, and plants that are directly related to these planets. I've said this several times and I will say it again. This is not astrological spook science. This is literal science, astronomy as we know it, and biology. When you understand the makeup, geology, the makeup of the earth, the makeup of the planets, when you understand the elements, whether it be nickel and iron and phosphorus, and you know which planet is rich in such, and you see how they connect to specific plants, and then experiments would have been done to see how certain plants react to certain planets. This is serious. Just like how a plant reacts to the moon and how a plant reacts to the sun, there are plants that react to specific planets, like the rose and the vervain react directly to Venus, and this is just natural. So this is a real science that we are dealing with here, no makeup business. So that is why now you can make this, and let me say this, the catalog of plants, planets, and their signs, that is a catalog that will also be made available, that comes at no charge with your Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document. So all those who order their Ancient Astronomical Natal Chart Reading document, they will get a copy of the catalog, which, as what you're seeing, those of you who are looking at the TV, telling you true vision. And of course, the catalog has much more pictures than this. These have been presented and prepared by the Honorable Prince Al-Massa as well, for the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. So the catalog highlights each planetary body, and the sun and the moon, gives you their meaning, gives you their vibration, and connects them to their sign, which is, of course, the constellation. So let me read this to you now that you have, received a specific understanding. Now, remember, when I was born, the sun was in Sagittarius. You see the value of Sagittarius. You see the value of the sun. You understand that. Okay, good. This is my reading I'm giving you. The sun in Sagittarius. The sun represents resilience, self-love, and manifestation. It is connected to the heart. Sagittarius is associated with joy, vitality, and longevity. This combination promises the individual, that's me, joy, longevity, and vitality through resilience, perseverance, and never giving up, and self-love. Manifestation will be the reward. You understand that? So combining the value of the planets or the sun and the constellation gives you exactly, the reading that is required. And listen, I know sometimes you may say, but these astrologers and them people, they always have something good to tell you. Well, I'm not backing what they're telling you, but you were brought to this plane to full joy your life. So all your signs and everything is supposed to have a good message to tell you. Ain't no gloom and doom. You're not supposed to say, oh, the sign says they're going to jump off a cliff and break your neck. No. And even if that is supposed to happen somewhere along the line, the sign will show you, be patient. Take your time so that you can enjoy life. Because all signs, planets, moons, constellations is goodness, good vibes. But when we are not in tune, things that we don't want to happen can occur. For example, now the moon. The moon again was in Sagittarius when I was born. So let me continue and give you this reading. The feminine energy, say what? The feminine energy of the moon is also in Sagittarius. This also ensures longevity, vitality, and joy through emotional discipline. Relying on intuition, which I do, and connecting with the spiritual self. This is my reading, and I am telling you, this is precise and on target. You understand? So Mercury was between Capricorn. Mercury was between Capricorn and Sagittarius. So when you understand the value of Mercury, and then you understand the value of Capricorn, then I could give you an interpretation, which I have right here in the book. Capricorn represents discipline, in general, foundation and structure. You get it? As Mercury sits between both Capricorn and Sagittarius, the mind is, check it, the mind and the discipline of skillful communication will be necessary in growth, because Mercury has to do with skillful communication, So communication is also very important for me. Discipline in communication. Now, as you can see, I'm a communicator, even in speech, although communication is different too, You don't have to be a lecturer or good in a great orator. Communication could be on a simple level. Communication with your family, openness with your children, all of that is communication too. So through communication, these values will come even to a person like myself. So I'm sure you have an understanding even thus far of exactly what I'm saying as it relates to, understanding how to read your own natal chart for yourself to read your own signs for yourself, because that is exactly what I am showing you there. Okay, now I'm going to give you some more information even in a moment, just a little intermission, of course, and return. Beautiful. This is wonderful. Remember the date, it is the 17th, and let me just remind you this, the 17th of September. But remember that those of you who will be with us in the Zoom, you will be getting a special offer as it relates to the Ancient Astronomical Chart. You comprehend? That is very important. So do not forget that. All right.
Sunday the 17th of September, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom and on YouTube for the official relaunch of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, priestisaacinstitute.com. Our website has been upgraded and has been made more easily accessible to you. On priestisaacinstitute.com, you will find all that you need for your holistic growth. We offer certified courses in ancient astronomy and ancient archaeoastronomy, as well as our international homeschool program for children of all ages. At priestisaacinstitute.com, we not only offer our books, video documentaries, and webinars, we also have available food preparation courses and cooking classes in the field of raw foods as well as vital plant-based cuisines. Do you shop online for your nuts, grains, etc.? We have that too. Get all your necessities from your agave, honey, spices, all your nuts, and so on. Now don't forget our online clothing labeled with our icons. You can get your sweaters, t-shirts, even hoodies. The Tiger's Nest. And speaking of the Tiger's Nest, Radio Anu International, 24-hour internet radio, giving you positive, conscious information and inspiration throughout the day. Again, on the 17th of September 2023, mark the date, from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Zoom or on the Priest Isaac's YouTube channel for the official relaunch of priestisaacinstitute.com. Zoom VIPs will receive a special gift. To get your Zoom link, go to the website priestisaacinstitute.com or email us at priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. 17th of September. Be there.
Prosperity is a herbal remedy that has been naturally designed to nourish the prostate gland. Prosperity uses a combination of leaves, roots, and barks to create a tincture designed to nourish your prostate gland. It also will assist in prostate-related issues such as erectile dysfunction, swollen prostates, and problems related to the passage of urine. Call or WhatsApp 728-8289, 728-8289 and get your bottle today. Prosperity.
And of course, I mean, a product that you could definitely email us, and of course, check us on our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, and the product for sure that many ones have definitely, I would say, put their neck on the block for the prosperity for sure. I mean, you ain't got to do that, but the prosperity definitely a product that is making its way around, even right here in Antigua. And many brothers swear by it. You know, just the other day I was listening to a doctor that I know very well, and he was talking about Botox and telling the people about some balloon that you can put in your penis. I said, what is this? And you come in and you stick some needles in your penis like acupuncture, and then you put in some fluid and you can go home and have sex and come back. I heap of things the man talking about. I said, wow, this is where we reach. Not we really, but wow, this is something else. People put steel and all sorts of things in their phallic, their penis, to make sure it becomes a phallic. That is so A balloon, eh? A balloon. I hear the man talking about a balloon. I said, wow, that is something else. So this is really something to consider, the time and age that we are in. And as I said, even the prosperity, give thanks for those at the Great Physician International, give thanks for those at the Food of Seven, Mount Kailash Rejuvenation Center there in St. Lucia, who are the originators and the producers of the prosperity herbal tonic, and the prosperity, just as the assets, will definitely strengthen you. Any man would see a difference with this all-natural product. I don't know about flow and Botox and a heap of things I hear. Doctors be coming on the radio and be telling people and talking about you have a 20-year-old client. You have a 20-year-old client and telling people about putting balloon. Listen, when there are natural ways to deal with these ailments and problems, number one, the lifestyle for sure. It's obvious that it is a lifestyle over years, and even though 20 years, still a lifestyle, because from the time they come out of the womb, they're already on the attack. You understand? But the way that the prosperity has been created and designed and prepared, it's a tincture. So you take it by drops, drops. You ain't go try to drink off the bottle and do nothing. No. Take your time. You take it by drops. It wasn't designed to do nothing neither, That's what a lot of people think. Yes, it strengthens the erection of a man, without a doubt. But it is because it is nourishing the prostate. It is cleaning the urinary tract as well. It is strengthening the reproductive system of the man. All of that is just a part of it. But you see, that is just what that is also a sign, basically, of yourself being healed and all of that. It's not, it's working. Time to go. No, brothers, no. That was the problem in the first place. That was the problem in the first place. So I would encourage any man, wherever you are, to order a bottle of prosperity. As a man, I am giving you brotherly advice. As a man, it is all natural. I didn't make it myself. Give thanks to the great people at the Mount Kailash Rejuvenation Center. But I am telling you, look in my eyes. Prosperity, the herbal tonic prepared for the man, does exactly what it says. You understand? I mean, we have we have several elders around here, but there's a specific elder that came to mind where he would have bought 4 bottles, not at the same time. And when he was on his 3rd bottle, I had a discussion with him, and I was asking him, how is the prostate? What the doctor saying? So he said he had an enlarged prostate. And the doctor gave him something, and it's not working. And he hear this, the man, he feel that the prosperity is doing something good. So he took a 2nd and he took a 3rd. When he took the 3rd, he told me he will be checking his doctor soon. One day he called for a 4th. So I delivered the 4th for him. I said, "But Uncle George, that's what I call him. What happened to the doctor?" He said, "I went to the doctor and the prostate is normal." That's what he tell me. The swollen prostate is normal. So, and remember, this ain't no artificial, no synthetic, none of that. This is prepared by our brother, Rastafari, Bobo Shanti now. Man say King Emmanuel say, great men and doctors shall come amongst us. I wonder where they be. But you see, we don't like to recognize our own, but it's all right. That's how it goes. But so give thanks, and it's easy, family. The prosperity is just shipped straight to you. You get it, right in your mail, or your provider, your mail service or post service call you, whatever the case is. And definitely good things will come out of that, the prosperity. Hey, family, give thanks for your presence, with us. Radio and TV also doing it. Make sure you join us at 7 p.m. for the Tiger's Nest on Radio Anu specifically itself. Of course, as you could see, sometimes broadcast to Radio Anu TV, but it's Radio Anu 24/7 around the clock. That is where you should be. All the information and the vibes and inspiration is right there on Radio Anu. For those of you on Radio Anu TV, the link is in the description below. As we always say, if you know your Bible and you do not know your history, the knowledge of your Bible will become a mystery. And yes, it takes some realize the real lies that are amongst us. Give thanks. Remember to link us for your Zoom link for Sunday. Give thanks. Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Blessed Lord.